If you imagine the life of a baseball superstar in Manhattan, you probably picture something glamorous, with luxurious mansion, a collection of luxury cars, a life surrounded by money, attention, and the non-stop energy of one of the most expensive cities in the world. Honestly, for someone like Aaron Judge, that image would make perfect sense. After all, he is the face of the Yankees, a man earning hundreds of millions, one of the most feared hitters in Major League Baseball. But if you pay close attention, you start to realize that behind all that luxury, Aaron Judge seems to have paid a very different price. A body constantly pushed to its limit. Heavy lifting sessions that demand strength most people could never sustain. Explosive squat workouts built to generate power. Painful recovery routines just to stay healthy through a brutal MLB season. Even flipping 600-pound tires simply to keep a 6'7" body strong enough to survive the pressure of dominance. Because what people often call talent sometimes looks a lot more like sacrifice when no one is watching. So what does Aaron Judge's life in Manhattan actually look like? And what kind of world does someone build when staying great becomes a full-time responsibility? To understand that, we have to begin with the one place where all of it quietly starts: home. Most wealthy people spend money to be noticed. Aaron Judge seems to spend money to be left alone. And in a city like Manhattan, that may actually be the ultimate luxury. According to the New York Post, after reportedly turning down a $415 million offer from the Padres to remain with the Yankees, Judge purchased a penthouse residence inside the Cortland, a luxury residential building at 555 West 22nd Street in Chelsea, Manhattan. Honestly, the place sounds less like a celebrity mansion and more like a private recovery center built for someone carrying enormous pressure. The penthouse reportedly spans around 7,000 square feet, roughly 772 square meters, with unusually high ceilings, something that actually matters when you are over 2 meters tall. Floor-to-ceiling windows, a marble fireplace, sweeping views of the Hudson River and Manhattan skyline. Luxury is clearly there. But what feels interesting is the kind of luxury Aaron seems drawn to. Not loud, not designed for attention. The building itself, designed by architect Robert A.M. Stern and developed by Related, reportedly includes amenities that feel closer to a private members club than a traditional apartment complex. A high-end gym, a swimming pool, sauna, squash court, concierge service, and private wellness spaces. For some celebrities, a place like this becomes content, a backdrop for Instagram, a symbol of status. But Aaron Judge rarely moves that way. No flashy house tour videos, no public obsession with luxury, no endless nightlife headlines or celebrity party image. In fact, one of the most surprising things about Judge is how intentionally private he seems to be. Because instead of using money to buy visibility, he appears to use it to build protection, almost like a recovery station where everything serves one purpose: helping him perform. That says something important about who Aaron Judge really is. Because Manhattan usually represents speed, chaos, and constant stimulation. But for Judge, it seems to function more like a reset button, a place to recover, to prepare, to disappear for a moment before stepping back into the pressure of being the Yankees' captain. And despite his fame, Aaron still appears to make quiet attempts to live as normally as possible. Shopping, walking his dog. Although at 6'7", normal only goes so far. Because even when he tries to blend in, his height, reputation, and presence make anonymity nearly impossible. And maybe that is the contradiction of Aaron Judge's life. From the outside, it looks luxurious. But underneath, it feels carefully controlled. So how much is such a life really worth? The short answer? A lot. But maybe not in the way people imagine. Because Aaron Judge is undeniably wealthy. He just does not seem interested in performing wealth. As of 2026, Aaron Judge's estimated net worth sits around $50 million, built through MLB salary, performance bonuses, and endorsement income. But the number that truly changed everything came in December 2022, when Judge signed a historic 9-year, $360 million contract to remain with the New York Yankees. The deal carries an average annual value of roughly $40 million per year, meaning in 2026 alone, Judge is expected to earn $40 million in base salary. And by the time the contract ends in 2031, his total career earnings are projected to exceed $400 million, placing him among the highest-paid position players in Major League Baseball history. But baseball is only part of the financial story. Away from the stadium, Aaron Judge has quietly built an endorsement portfolio worth millions more every year. Unlike athletes who turn themselves into constant social media brands, Judge seems selective, intentional. His partnership choices feel surprisingly consistent with the image he projects: clean-cut, reliable, low drama. Since 2018, he has maintained a multi-year endorsement with Adidas. He became a national spokesman for Pepsi in 2017, later partnered with Hulu, and in 2024 served as a brand ambassador for Ralph Lauren's Polo 67 fragrance campaign, fittingly titled, "Design Your Dreams." Other reported partnerships include Jordan Brand, Ford, and Prime Hydration. Maybe that says something important about Aaron Judge, because even in business, he rarely feels loud. No controversy, no chaotic celebrity image, just a version of fame that feels strangely controlled. And yet, Aaron Judge absolutely could live like a Hollywood superstar if he wanted to. The yachts, the non-stop parties, the ultra-public luxury lifestyle. He could afford all of it. Instead, his spending habits appear far quieter. According to reporting from the Times of India, Judge reportedly owns a luxury car collection that includes a Rolls-Royce Cullinan worth over $325,000, an Audi RSQ8, a Mercedes GLE 63, and perhaps most surprisingly, a rare Hennessy Venom F5 hypercar, one of only 24 ever produced, reportedly valued at around $2.1 million. But even here, something feels different. These cars rarely become content. You do not see Aaron constantly showing them off online. They feel less like trophies and more like tools for a comfortable private life. Because perhaps the strangest contradiction of Aaron Judge's success is this: money allowed Aaron to live comfortably with luxury cars, beautiful homes, and high-end amenities. But it also brought the pressure of maintaining performance at an almost absurd level. Because $40 million a year came with the expectation of the World Series and the position of Yankees captain. Every slump was scrutinized under a microscope. And that's when things started to become much harsher than many people realize. Because what truly kept Aaron Judge at the top wasn't money. It was pressure. The kind of pressure most athletes never experience. Because in New York, being great is not enough. People expect greatness to become history. And Aaron Judge is not just another MLB superstar. He is the captain of the New York Yankees, the most iconic franchise in baseball history, a team built on expectations, legends, and championships. 27 World Series titles, generations of baseball royalty. And since being named captain in 2023, Judge has quietly stepped into a role that carries far more weight than statistics. Because wearing that title means inheriting something much bigger than baseball. The shadow of legends: Derek Jeter, Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig. In New York, every season feels like an exam. Winning is expected. But for the Yankees, winning alone has never been enough. You are expected to dominate, to bring championships home. And that expectation feels even heavier when you realize something else. As of 2026, the Yankees have gone more than 16 years without a World Series title. Which means Aaron Judge is not only playing baseball, He is carrying hope. The hope that he might become the player who finally brings the franchise back to where fans believe it belongs. And Judge knows exactly what is at stake. Speaking to Fox News ahead of the 2026 season, he said, "I want my picture up there. I want my teammates' pictures up there. Not just remembered, not just respected, but remembered as champions." That is what makes the captain role so exhausting. Because Judge is no longer responsible only for his own performance. He is expected to lead, to stabilize the clubhouse, to inspire teammates, to represent the culture of the Yankees. And maybe the hardest truth is this: the person putting the most pressure on Aaron Judge might actually be Aaron Judge himself. He's a perfectionist, setting high personal goals, and always eats at me every day because he hasn't won a World Series yet. Judge admits that the internal pressure helps him improve, but is also a personal burden. But perhaps that discipline didn't come naturally, because behind the giant frame, the Yankees spotlight, and the hundreds of millions of dollars, there was once just a kid trying to understand where he belonged. Aaron Judge was born on April 26, 1992, in Sacramento, California. Surprisingly, just one day later, on April 27th, he was adopted by Patty and Wayne Judge, two physical education teachers who would quietly shape almost everything about the man he would become. It was a closed adoption. Judge has never met his biological parents and has openly said he has no real desire to search for them. Instead, the people he considers his family have always been clear in his mind. He grew up alongside his adopted brother John in a household built less around sports and more around values: education, respect, hard work. Aaron once shared, "I was about 10 or 11, and we really didn't look alike. So I started asking questions, and they told me I was adopted, and answered all my questions. And that was that. I was fine with it. It really didn't bother me because that's the only parents I've known." And if there is one person Aaron often credits for shaping him, it is his mother. Judge has repeatedly said, "I know I wouldn't be a New York Yankee if it wasn't for my mom. She's molded me into the person that I am today." Not because she pushed him to become an athlete, but because she taught him how to treat people, understand right from wrong, and always work hard no matter what. Ironically, sports almost came later. At Linden High School, Aaron Judge was not just good at one sport, he was dominant at three: baseball, basketball, football. He started as a pitcher and first baseman in baseball, played center in basketball, and became one of the school's top football players, setting touchdown records as a wide receiver and tight end. In fact, major college programs, including Notre Dame, Stanford, and UCLA, actively recruited him for football. Honestly, his life could have gone in a completely different direction. Instead, Judge chose Fresno State University, where both of his parents had studied. Despite tempting football offers, he committed to baseball. That decision changed everything. Playing for the Fresno State Bulldogs from 2011 to 2013, Judge developed into the powerful outfielder scouts had started noticing. By his junior season, he hit .309, helping establish himself as a legitimate MLB prospect. The Yankees selected him in the first round, 32nd overall pick, of the 2013 MLB draft. Ironically, the Oakland Athletics had already drafted him years earlier in 2010, but Judge turned them down to attend college. And maybe that is the strangest twist of all. If Aaron Judge had chosen football, the Aaron Judge story we know today might never have happened. But when success finally arrived, he ended up protecting something far more valuable than fame. Aaron Judge seems to be building a shelter, a private life, something steady enough to survive the noise of New York. And maybe that story begins with someone who has been there long before the headlines. Samantha Braxiak. Aaron and Samantha's story goes back much further than fame. The two were high school sweethearts from Linden High School, later reconnecting more seriously around 2014 while attending Fresno State University. Then, on December 13, 2021, the couple quietly married during a private ceremony in Maui, Hawaii, far from celebrity spectacle. And maybe that decision said something about them. In January 2025, the couple welcomed their first daughter, Nora Rose Judge, born on January 27, 2025. And suddenly, Aaron Judge's life seemed to shift again, from baseball star to husband and father. At times, fans catch small glimpses of that quieter world. Samantha has participated in the New York City Marathon, with Aaron publicly supporting her through the challenge. A rare public moment that quietly showed something fans do not always get to see: the version of Aaron Judge away from baseball. But even as one of the biggest faces in baseball, Judge seems determined to protect normalcy wherever he can. He has openly acknowledged that simple things, walking the dog, going to dinner, traveling with family, rarely stay private for long. At 6'7", anonymity is difficult. People recognize him. They stare. They stop him. Yet despite that reality, Aaron still appears to value ordinary moments more than celebrity access. Christian values have quietly remained important in both Aaron and Samantha's life, helping shape the calm, private foundation they seem to prioritize. And maybe nowhere is that mindset more visible than in the work they choose to give back. In 2018, Aaron and his mother, Patty Judge, launched the All Rise Foundation, focused on helping children and teenagers become responsible citizens through leadership programs, baseball camps, educational grants, after-school activities, and literacy support. Over the years, the foundation has invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into communities, including the Bronx, Fresno, and Linden, places deeply connected to Aaron's story. Maybe Aaron Judge never truly wanted celebrity life. He just wanted to become exceptional at what he does and protect a peaceful life outside the stadium. Do you believe Aaron Judge's quiet lifestyle is the secret behind his dominance? Or do you think carrying the pressure of being the face of the Yankees comes at a bigger personal cost than most fans realize? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.